Welcome, everybody, to CView 2024. Today we have the Ann Carter Psychic Medium Show, Navigating Life's Turning Points After the Storm. And we are so happy to have you here. Today's Ann Carter Psychic Medium Show. I'm the producer, Claudia Pureco. And we are so blessed with your presence today. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the tremendous strength and resilience of our host, Ann Carter. As many of you know, Hurricane Helene left a path of destruction in its wake, and Ann herself was personally affected, losing road access to her home and facing many challenges in the aftermath. Yet, despite this, Anne's dedication to her work and to all of you has remained unwavering. She said, I want to get back to doing what I do as soon as possible. And so she's here today, opening the lines to connect with callers and to offer the guidance, clarity, and healing that so many need in this challenging time. Anne's gifts as a psychic medium and spiritual healer have always been a beacon of light, and today more than ever, she is here to help guide you on your path. So today's show could not come at a more significant time. Energetically speaking, we are in a phase of intense reflection and renewal. The current spiritual forecast highlights an ongoing period of deep emotional healing. With the moon in a waxing crescent phase is the perfect time to set new intentions, focusing on growth and recovery. The energy is ripe for new beginnings, making it an ideal time for receiving guidance like the ones we'll have today. Anne will be offering readings. She'll be sharing messages from your guides, angels, and loved ones, and she's here to help you tap into the spiritual wisdom that can bring solace and strength during tough times. If you would like to make a donation to help and recover, you can send your donation to Tracy Ann-Carter. That's it, Tracy Ann-Carter with no spaces. Tracy is with an I and Ann with a double N. And if you need help with that link, just private message me and I can send the link to you. So now, with no further, let's bring Ann Carter to the show and let us all prepare for a beautiful one. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Claudia, for having me, and thank you all for listening. And I know that everyone is got a lot of things going on in your life, and I do appreciate you guys scheduling time to be with me, and hopefully I can get a reading for everyone who is waiting. I love what I do. I am so honored to be able to come to you guys. I'm sitting on top of a mountain currently in Black Mountain, North Carolina. I have no power. It's been more than 3 weeks. The storm hit on September 26th-ish. Now, if I'm not completely right, it all is blurry to me at this point. But No power, no water, but I tell you what, I've got drive and I've got ambition and strength and courage and everything else you need to be facing a storm. So that's what we want to talk about. Like, what's your storm? What's in your life right now? Maybe it is the actual Helene storm or Milton or whatever other storms are out there. Or maybe it's a situation in your personal life that you are facing over and over again. You just seem like, I can't get past this. I can't get over it. And that's what I want to be able to help you with is, yes, you can. Absolutely can. It's not what happens. It's really how you handle it. So that's a firm belief that I have. I also just, on my Facebook page, Ann Carter on Facebook. On Instagram, it's Ann Carter Medium. You can check out my page. Please be my friend. You'll see a video that I posted. I think Claudia had already posted the other link. Everyone has a story, but let me just give you mine real quick. 28 homes, over 55 people, 5 very small private roads that are just gravel roads to begin with, completely washed out. Mudslides, devastation. You probably heard the news. Just within a 2-mile radius from where I'm sitting right now, I can tell you there's been over 50 people that are accounted for that have perished just in my little 1-mile radius. And there are hundreds of people still missing in the North Carolina mountains. So please keep us in your thoughts and definitely lift up us in your prayers and send us energy to keep fighting this, to get over this incredible storm. So anyway, there you go. Let's start. Claudia, what do you would like to do next? Would you like to start with readings, or is there some other area you want to focus on before we dive in?
Thank you. Yes. You just mentioned that devastation, people that lost their lives, and then we have a meeting right in the middle of all of them. Mm-hmm. So what is it for you as a medium? Can you see them? Are you helping them cross over? Because I assume, and that's why you and many of the hosts of the show that are mediums, in the last 3 years, many of them fled to the mountains. So I was like, why are they there? Why did Spirit bring them all there? Well, I guess because you're doing that kind of job. Is that the case?
Yes. So I love the mountains. Sitting on top of a gigantic amethyst mountain and all the gems that are here and all the crystals. To me, when I'm driving up the mountain, when I'm traveling and I'm all over the place and I come up my mountain, my little teeny road, I feel so much peace. Because I'm up in the clouds and I feel at home. When it comes down to people who are sensitive and they have death all around, it's 2 components. It's the person who lost their life. Are they still there? Is their spirit still connected to their physical body or the place that they died? That is helping that spirit cross over. The other component is the people who are remaining, the people who are hungry and they're cold and they lost a loved one or 2 or 10. Like the family, there was a family right down the road from us, 11 family members all perished. What does that do for the rest of us who are still here? There is incredible sorrow, depression, and it can be overwhelming. So as a light worker and anybody who's listening, you can help by sending a prayer, however you want to say it. I like to say prayer because to me it is. But asking for us to have the strength and the courage and the guidance to get through this storm and to help us see the good side of it and choose not to be a victim. Because, guys, once you're a victim, it's really hard to get out of that because you get whelped into that. You get sucked into that. Well, I'm a victim. There's nothing I can do. There certainly is. You fight and you get over that storm and use all of your strength. So people who are here need your strength. They need your prayers. If you're if you're wondering, like, I just have a couple $1 million, I don't know what to do with it. I'll tell you what to do with it. Send it to the mountains, because not only in my community is hurting, I know several other communities are, and we're stuck. There's people on our mountain, and we can't get off. We have to walk. in a lot of cases. So I'm not the only one. I don't want you guys to think that, but we are staying strong. One of the things that I do with a group that I work with, it's a psychic development group with Ann Carter. It's people who are interested in opening up their own skills. And one of the things that I really focus on with them is check the energy around you, rise above it, get above the anxiety and the anger and the fear, and start feeding that negative energy with peace and with hope and with love. Light workers can do that. Everyone could do that. Light workers just know that they could. That's the difference. A lot of people don't think that they have that skill. Everyone does. So that's what I would say with that. And also, you know what? Discover what your storm is. I mean, we literally have a storm, and physically we're coming over challenges. But if you're not hit by the storm and you're feeling left out, guess what? You do have storms in your life. You do have situations that you feel that are so big, so overwhelming, or that you might feel stuck. Like I'm feeling stuck right now, physically can't get off the mountain, but you also have storms in your life. And that might be the reason why, you're listening today, is how do I get over that? And I would love to help you with that through the readings and through, check out my website. Everyone, check out my website. There's a lot of information about how to wake up spiritually, and what is it that you can do within your own lives to see. The biggest thing is this. What is it that you're focusing on? What is it that you're thinking about throughout the day? Are you driving down the road complaining about the person who's driving too slow in front of you? Well, that's energy, right? So when you do that, and guess what? I do it too sometimes. I'm human, right? So I have to, whatever you're focusing on, you will get more of that energy. So I choose to focus on the positive. I choose to focus on overcoming this storm, and I can visualize my road being completely fixed to where there's no problems, and I visualize families coming back together and mourning the loss of their loved ones and moving forward, because that's what they want. The loved ones that have been lost, they don't want you to be upset. They don't want you to be stuck. They feel the great energy, the lightness of the afterlife, and it's so much easier. It's easier from my experience. They're telling me all the time, anytime I connect with someone who crossed over, they always reiterate, don't focus on the little stuff. That doesn't make any sense. Don't focus on the little petty things. Pay your attention to what's important, and that's people around you, and that's your loved ones, and that's moving forward. So, Claudia, your thoughts?
No, you couldn't say it better. So, are we ready to take some calls? And I'm going to call the states of the people that are here, or cities, depending on what they gave me. So we have Wisconsin, California, North Carolina, Houston, Illinois, West North Carolina. Where do you want to go? So
let's start with the last one you said. I think it was Western North Carolina. It's probably a neighbor of mine.
Yes.
And then we'll
this is Mary. And
Hi,
so
Mary.
Let's bring Mary.
Hey, Ann. I'm so resonating with you, and thank you for what you just shared with us, because it's right on. I really appreciate it. And my question, I have so many, but I think I'm just going to ask you, what do you see next for me? Because this, with what has happened around me with the devastation, it's kind of like I'm looking at this as, I mean, it's devastating and many lives have been lost, but I'm looking at this for people like me as an opportunity to go within, connect with my soul, my higher self, and see what this really means for me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, and so I want to ask you what you see for me.
So one of the things that I immediately see, and I know that, before the radio show started, I know that Mary talked a little bit about where she's from. So let me share with us. Mary is actually from Swannanoa, and that was the town that was wiped out. She made it. She was on the 4th floor, but many people that she saw perished right in front of her. So the emotion that Mary, that I'm connecting with you is there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of loss, but you got to focus on the hope. You got to focus on, what does this really mean for me? What is my next step? And the one thing I want to let you know is, on a higher level, on a spiritual level, you really got what is like, it's called the Wheel of Fortune. And it sounds crazy, but it means that there's a higher purpose, there's a higher energy guiding you, and that you are in the right spot. There is going to be some movement for you. There is going to be a change the way you think in an environment, but you also need to consider, what is it that you can do to help the people around you. There is a sense of support and helping others instead of you the one getting the help. You are getting help, but you are more of the nurturing energy that you want to help the neighbors or the people around you. Obvious, there's going to be, a sense of relocating and moving. I mean, that's probably, I don't know if that's going to happen with you or not particularly, but there is a lot of changes in the next 3 months for you. One of the things you do need to remember is choose the way you're going to think about things different, because that comes in really strong. And there is some death around you. Was there anybody that you knew that perished recently from the storm?
I didn't know them personally.
Okay.
And I don't know, so many bodies missing that I don't know if I know any of them or not. I don't know.
So I see, like, in a couple of months, and this is around Christmas time, I do see where there's gifts that you're giving out gifts, and it could be small gifts that you made, but it's about heart of encouragement. It's about encouraging your neighbors, because there's a lot of sorrow definitely around where you're at. But I do see the biggest thing is everything seems everything's going to work out for you, right? Like, I know that as far as FEMA goes, or money, or whatever is out there, that's still up in the air. But you have to wait, and you have to be patient, and you have to stay focused on what you want and have gratitude, because that is going to be an abundance amount of energy around you. So I think that you're going to end up helping other people, honestly. If you're not already volunteering, you probably end up will.
Oh yeah, I cooked outside on a firewood grill for 4 days in a row, all the food in my freezer, and fed the people around me. So yeah, I'm trying to do everything I can, but I do have. I would like to know if I'm going to move.
Okay.
If
not right now.
Not right now.
Nope, not right now.
Okay.
It looks like I'm just checking all the way out to Christmas. It looks like that you're still going to be there. Now, do you have a son or something? What's going on with that? The masculine? Is there someone taking care of you?
No, I have no children. I have. No.
Is there a masculine or a man, a younger man around, maybe perhaps in your apartment complex or in the area? Because there seems like there's someone stepping in to help you physically.
I don't know. There's the guy Joe that I'm trying to reconcile with, but he's my age. So, but I can't think of anybody younger. There's a lot of younger guys in my apartment building.
It looks like that you're going to be like an encouragement for them, and they're going to be for you. So new relationships are going to be formed.
Okay.
Feel like this is a younger guy. He's looking to you as, this could be my mom. That's what he's saying as friends. Like, this could be my mom.
Yeah, I think I know might know who that is. Maybe.
Okay. Make sure you reach out to him and show, let him know how much you appreciate him, and also let him know that, how you feel about him, because it seems like his energy just popped in that he needs that encouragement.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, best of luck to you too, and I'm thinking about you guys and praying for you guys in Swannanoa.
Oh, thank you, and I'm going to connect with you on a personal level. I'm going to.
Okay.
I'll send you a message on Facebook Messenger.
Okay, sounds good. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So, Claudia, what was the next one right before the Western one? Was that Illinois?
Yes.
Let's
Good
go to
memory. So this is Patricia from Illinois, and Everybody that is listening to us, please press 1 if you want to have a question with Anne. I have a lot of people that are listening. Okay, so I'm going to start taking names as you go with Illinois.
Okay. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Ann. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad for everybody. I have a friend that's in Fort Ritchie, and yeah, there's a lot of devastation, and it's interesting how you were, talking about, we all have storms, and I'm here in Illinois so far, everything's okay, but within ourselves we do have storms, and mine is a little bit of a different nature. Probably I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I don't feel like I'm in a physical or emotional state to be where I want to be, to reach out in the way that I would love to help. I'm kind of caught up in a medically prescribed pharmaceutical that I'm having to get off of, and it's created quite a storm in my life, and I want to know if there's going to be anything that's going to help me through this.
So let me tell you what I think I heard, because it's a little hard to hear you. You've got your own storm to overcome. Is there some medical things that you learned, or is it what is it that you what's your storm?
I was prescribed a medication and I'm kind of caught up in the process of having to taper off, and I did have to let go of my home and all my community, everything, almost like a storm in itself, and I'm looking at navigating this process. I mean, I wish it was a different avenue that I could take among a lot of people that are caught up in this through, the FDA and, all of those circumstances. But yeah, I'm been struggling and trying to figure out
A way out. Absolutely. So one of the first things that I feel with you, Patricia, is this deep sorrow and just like a loss. You mentioned about I think you talked about medication, and if I did not hear that, I do apologize. But I heard like there's some medication that you're trying to get off of, or you can't get a hold of, that's pretty interesting, because one of the things that I'm hearing is things are in your life are changing, and you do need to allow that change. The ending of something is a new beginning with something else. The struggle that you have with it feels like, is it something that you can be addicted to? Because I'm getting kind of that feeling of addiction. Is that the kind of medication that they're trying to get you on or off, or does that make sense?
They're trying to take me off. I never should have been put on.
Gotcha.
The length of time that I was.
It's going to take you about. It'll take you about 4. It feels like 4 weeks, 4 months for it to get out of your system completely. Like when I see you now versus when I see you in the future, what's your possibility? It feels like January is a good month for you. It is going to be cold. I feel that, but it does feel like you have to wait 3 to 4 months to get this out of your system. Be patient, and also be forgiving of yourself, because it's going to be somewhat of a struggle, but you've already made the decision. Don't go back. Don't change your mind. Trust your spirit, because the one thing that I see with you is that when you do listen to your own soul and your nudge, and it usually is those thoughts, those words that come up with you specifically in the morning when you wake up. Trust that before you trust anybody else, right? Because you're very in tune with your spirit. You absolutely are. It's just right now you're depleted. I feel like a depletion in your energy. Be patient. Wait. Give it a couple of months, and and trust your instincts when it comes to trusting people. Because the other thing that you have that's really strong, it's really clear, is discernment. You have the ability, and you're probably nodding your head like, yeah, I always could tell when someone's being dishonest or whatever, but you do. So you need to use the skills and the strengths that you have to help you along. I hope that helps for you, but it does look like it's going to be like a 3 to 4 month journey for you to get through.
And do call us back, Patricia, to see how you're doing. And so now we can go to Wisconsin, California. We have another North Carolina, closer to Charlotte. We have Houston. We have North Carolina, and more people that I have to take names.
Okay, let's do Wisconsin, and then we'll go to North Carolina.
So let's go with Jill in Wisconsin.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So tell me what you're getting, what you need clarity on. What question do you have?
Do you see me moving?
Okay. Do I see you moving? Do you want to move?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, the thing is that when you are able to move, as long as you want to, and also when you put that energy to it. So let me see what's going on here with you. Just give me just a second. First, you got to be patient, and yes, you are going to be moving.
Okay.
That was
when?
so clear. Yeah. I see threes. I see threes everywhere. So this is October, November, December. So yours might be around after the holidays as well. Or you might make a decision before the holidays, but I don't know if you could be moving until after. I also see the number 5. So it could be between 3 and 5 months.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you see me moving to New Mexico?
Let me see. Okay. Just take a deep breath. Well, New Mexico seems kind of flat. So that's yes. It does look like you got a definite yes. Or down that way. You're going to be moving down this way, down to where it's warmer. Or it looks like there's a flatness to it. Let me look around. Give me a second. Okay, in the distance you can see some mountain ranges, but are you going to be living in the flat area, low, or are you planning to go to the mountains?
Albuquerque. So a little of both, but it is flat.
Yeah, and the difference is that the temperature is some major difference, and that's when I could say absolutely yes, because what you're feeling now, I can feel the weather, and then in New Mexico. So I was raised as a little girl up in northern Illinois and Wisconsin, so I know the weather up there.
Okay, that's where I'm from.
Oh, really?
Originally.
Okay. Well,
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a little town called Wonder Lake, Illinois, and if you know where that is, I would be blown away.
I'm from North Chicago, so I do know where that is.
Oh my God. Well, I'll be up there soon. My dad is there, and he just broke his hip, so I'm going to be traveling up there in the next couple of days. So, yep. Well, anyway, it does look like you're moving, and it does look like you're going to be moving someplace warmer with very little humidity. So I would think that would be it. So kudos, good luck, and kudos, Jill. Happy for you.
And thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to switch because we have many people from the same state. So we're going to go with first name. Okay.
Okay.
So we have Donna, we have Paula, we have Lisa, we have Dion, we have Wendy, we have Valerie, we have Pat, or we have Keisha.
Wendy and Lisa, let's do those two first.
Okay, so Wendy from California, one question, please.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, what a blessing to speak with you. My realtor's name is Geneva. The mortgage professional's name is Shukuri, and I'm looking for a new house. My realtor wants me to see a house tomorrow, but it's beautiful, but it has natural gas, and I'm afraid of natural gas. I want all electric. So will I buy a house within the next 6 months and sell my current house for a good value.
Okay. Give me just a second. I want you to just picture your home where you're living in right now. Okay. Just let me get an idea. You want to stay in the same area in California?
Yes, it's called Gold River. Or
okay.
It could be for Fair Oaks. Either way.
Okay, I saw 5. Give me just a second. Okay, so the first house that you're going to look at that you want is going to fall through. But the second one that you're going to like a lot is going to work out for you. But I would wait on the second option because the first option that you saw might very well be available. So put the energy of the house that you want. Because at first when you find this house that you want and it doesn't have gas, and it's everything that you wanted, don't be discouraged if the price doesn't come down the way you want it or if something slows you down. Stay steadfast because it's going to be another 3 months before that house is going to be available. But if you want it, stick with it. Stick with it. But I do see you moving. I do see you buying.
About when will I be moving? Ann?
I'm sorry? Say it again?
About when will I move and buy?
So I saw 5 months. And you said you wanted to be before 6, right? Everything.
Whatever is the right time. I mean, I was just saying 6 months. So you think I'll be moving and selling and everything in 5 months?
It looks like there's going to be some movement and it's going to start in about 5 months. Now that time frame, I got anywhere from 5 to 9. So it looks like that. Let's see, this is October, November, December, January, February, March. So right around March, it looks like there's going to be a lot of doors opening, a lot of opportunities opening. And if you saw a house, like if you see a house in December and you want it, but it's not available, wait. Because I think that house that you want is going to be available. That's what I keep on getting. So don't just jump into the first house that you see that you want. Wait for what you do truly want. And in addition to the house in California, the one that you're selling, there is going to be a little bit of a kickback when you sell it saying, oh, we need some more repairs. It's not going to be massive, and don't get discouraged about that. Okay? Just sell the house, sell where you're at because you want to get out of there. And it looks like it's going to work out. Yeah. So, Wendy, one more thing. It does look like it's all going to work out. Just keep true to what you desire. Okay. Let's go with Lisa. Is that what we're doing next?
Yes, Lisa from Houston.
Okay. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
That's great. I'm doing great. My question is, I've been going through a lot of emotional healing, and I had asked the universe to send me somebody into my life, and I was talking to someone, and I just wanted to know if he's the right person.
Okay. I want you to imagine that person in your mind. Just think of him. Think of you guys laughing, having a good time. Let me see what I can find for you. If he's the one, right?
Yes, he's the one.
Okay. Just a second.
Okay.
He's the one that's going to have some fun with. You're allowed to have fun with him. Now, if he's the one that's going to be your permanent forever, I don't know if that's going to be it. But he's the one that's going to bring you some joy immediately. Like he's a fun guy. Don't always believe everything you hear though from him. Question everything.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, wouldn't it be nice to be able to fall in a relationship that no matter what was said, you believe 100% of everything? But with you, you've got discernment as well. So trust your own gut. But he looks like he's going to be here for a little while to bring you joy.
Okay.
Yeah, ride with it.
Enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Okay,
right.
So we have Paula, Donna, Dion, Valerie, Pat, Keisha.
Okay, let's go with Donna.
Hey, Donna from California.
Great. Thank you. Thank you,
Hi,
Claudia.
Donna.
Thank you, Anna. Hi. Yeah, I've had some problems with housing. I'm on Section 8 and also Social Security.
because of income. My neighbor put me as the trustee and, buying things for him. And now they're saying that was my money because it was my name was on it. And it's very confusing, and they're going way back, and I had money. Do you see that resolving at all in my favor? Are they going to make me move, or what do you think they're all going to be doing?
Okay, give me just a second.
Thank you.
Let me figure it, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of threads all around you. Like, if one decision is made, then it kind of like snowballs into the next decision.
Yep.
I do see. Okay, the person who you were helping out.
Yeah.
The gentleman. Is he someone you trust?
Yeah, I mean, I've been so nice to him. For 5 years, I've been taking care of him. Every little thing he needs, I've been doing for free. Mm-hmm. And then I wasn't here, and he fell, and I called Adult Protective Services to get someone over there. And then, all this, gosh. Yeah, it all bombarded, and I guess I trust him. Yeah.
Okay. So here's the reason why I asked that is because based on your good heart and you helping somebody, the person that you're helping, I don't think is the issue. I think it's the people around that person who is going to be angry and who's going to push the issue that that you weren't being honest, or that you were trying to take advantage of him, or whatever it might be. But I would reach out to the family member and inform them. No family. Are you 100% really sure? Because it feels like there's somebody else brewing out there with him. Like there's no other family member that's claiming him.
I don't think so. No.
All right. Let's see what this could be. Is he getting financial aid from the government right now? And that might not be my business, but there's just people around him
he gets Social Security, Medi-Cal, food stamps. Yeah, he gets all that.
Okay. So I think it might be the people who are working with him or that will question you, but just be very, very I would be transparent. And the other thing is, it does feel like the strength is on your side. And there is going to be there's going to be a visit. I think if you haven't had one yet, there's going to be a visit from the state.
No.
Okay. And it might be just like a DS, whatever they call them, like DSS or a wellness check or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to be fine. Give me just one more minute because I want to check and see. There's nothing you can do at this point. Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. Are they going to make me move? Are they going to terminate my Section 8, make me move? Or they've been investigating this for 3 months. Yeah, it's really weird. The new lease should have been October. I mean, they paid my portion, but there's no lease.
Okay, so at first, everything doesn't look, I mean, there's nothing that you can do. It's not in your, you're not able to do anything. Everything works out for you. But I do see down the road, next summer, next fall, that, you would be moving. But I think it's going to be your choice. Or it's an option for you to update. It might be the same place, but like a newer apartment or newer place, like an updated, like fresh paint, fresh carpet. But it does look like in the spring, it looks like there's a possibility that you can move if you wanted to.
Great. So thank you for calling, Donna. So now we have Dion, Paula, and Valerie.
Let's do Paula
from Nashville. Okay.
All right. Paula is from where?
Paula and then Keisha. Paula is from North Carolina, and then we're doing Keisha from Nashville.
Awesome. Paula.
Hi, Ann.
Hi. So where are you from in North Carolina?
In Monroe.
Oh, my gosh. I know Monroe. That's my old stomping ground.
Yes.
So, awesome. All right. So what's your question?
Okay, I have been listening since the beginning, and I feel like you were talking about me with all this about when you feel there's a new kind in your life, and it's coming over and over, and it struggles over and over. I have this person, is my son's dad, and I have been in legal battles and all kind of stuff with him for over 14 years now. I have been several times at court. Right now, he started a new process. We have a legal battle right now. It's consuming with the financial expenses with attorneys. But I feel like his only purpose is just hurting me. He uses my son to hurt me. And now I have my family. It's just too much stress around. And I don't know, is this person that I see it's a black heart, that his focus is just ruin our life.
Okay, so couple things. No matter how much you try to appease him, his energy is always going to be a fighter. He is never satisfied. He is going to fight because he likes that, because he likes the attention that he's getting from you. He likes the fact that he has power over you. So the biggest thing you need to do is decide that no matter what he does, and how many times he brings me to court, and how many times that my son, every time he comes back to visit, that you have to pray over him or, remind him that he's a decent human being. Your son is amazing. But what you want to do more than anything is decide that this is not going to affect you anymore. Because once you turn that off, he loses the strength to fight. So what I'm seeing is that make your decision and move on and don't go back. The second thing is that this is going to end eventually. Is your son 14? How old is he?
He will be 14 next month, and he's too much stress right now in the situation. And then I remarried, so now it's causing problems with my husband. I have a daughter now too, 7 years old. And it's just like we're trying my son. We're sharing custody, so my son is here 1 week, there 1 week. He relocated, and it's just last month he relocated. It's too far from the school. It's causing more stress on my son and everybody else. Yes, it's just like what you say. Yes, always he's like a focus using and damage, and he doesn't care using his own son to do the damage.
He doesn't. And what's most important right now is your son, your daughter. Now, the reason why I asked is he 14, because when he does turn 14, and I saw that number, he's going to start speaking up, or it feels like he's going to make a decision, but he's going through a battle. Like, should I like my dad? Should I like my mom? He is, your son's being ripped apart. And so fight for your son, but speak not to that ex-husband. Like, I would not spend any more energy. Respond when you have to, if you have to do it, but allow your life with your husband and your daughter and your son to move forward to this direction, away from the father. He feels like the only thing he likes is he likes to win. This guy likes to win. He likes to have the last word, and he likes to win, and he likes to be intimidating. And as long as you're in his field, that you can, if he can see you cry, he gets pleasure. But it does look like this is going to end at the age of 14. It looks like things are going to kind of fall away because, let's see, I think you're going to be okay. Just don't feed him any information. Don't spend any time talking to the father unless you absolutely have to. And I also see the person that you're married to, you know what? He really needs you to lean on him. He really needs you to listen and to trust him. So the more you do that, I think the better you're going to be. But I think it's going to work out for you. Just pray and protect over your son. Because he's got.
Yeah, we had this just legal. We had been in this last legal because I have been in court too many times. He started this one in January this year, and we still have a lot of stuff pending with the judge. I don't like the judge I have, and pending court, and a lot of money is spent on attorney fees that I'm just feel wore out. It's just
right. I know. I do. I can feel that too. The only thing I would really talk about is just say, hey, choose not to pick up the phone and talk to him if you can. There's no reason why you need to, because
I never talk to him.
Good, and just stay out of his circus as much as possible. And I called it circus.
It's what we want. We want him. We want him out of our life. Even now, my little girl is just have the feeling too, and then we just want to. I mean, for real, I don't need anything from him. I don't care if you don't pay child support. I just want him away, and not just from us, but from my son, because I can tell he's intimidated, and then he said he's scared of his dad, and then this is what he has been thinking about made the decision a couple years ago, but he's in that position that he's like, Mom, I'm scared, and he's trying. I can see he's fighting, and he's like on his limit is how I see him, but it's hard for him to make the decision, and because still his dad is super manipulating him and controlling him. Plus, he's scared because his dad is not a good person, and then he's scared that physically he's going to hurt me or hurt him.
That's it. He doesn't want him to hurt you. But, you know, your son is about to go through this change of how he sees things, and that's why I asked about the 14, because it feels like between 14 and 15, your son is going to see how things really are. But you can teach him the lesson of compassion and the lesson of forgiveness, and let him see you thrive. Let him see you grow in spite of all of the things he's seeing his father do. Because, you know, his father's doing this. You know, there's a bigger reason why everything's happening. Like, what lessons is it that you want to learn? What is it that I'm supposed to do? How am I supposed to respond or react to that? Or am I supposed to respond or react? But to me, it feels like separate your ex-husband, focus on your nucleus family, feed that family with love and joy, and avoid the father as much as possible. It does look like it's going to die out. I do see that it's going to die out after he's like 14 and a half years old. This probably is your last big storm with him, that last big battle with him, because it looks like it's almost over. It does. Yeah, it does. I hope that helps for my friend in Monroe. Actually, I went to high school in Parkwood, so it's not that far from you at all. Well, who else do we have from North Carolina? I know that there was two.
We have
one from Asheville.
Yes, and another one. And so let's go with Asheville and then Dion.
Okay, sounds good.
She's in North Carolina as well.
Who's in Asheville?
Keisha. Keisha.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I can't complain too much. I actually wasn't affected a whole lot by the hurricane. Luckily, somehow my property wasn't damaged, and my family's okay, so I'm definitely one of the lucky ones.
Yes, you are. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah. Actually, just about a month ago, just a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks before the hurricane, I went through a unexpected and sudden breakup, which has been, pretty rough. So I guess my question is, how does he feel about me, and will we reconcile? And if so, how would we bridge that division?
Let's see what happens. I want you to think about him. I'm actually going to pull the cards out for you because I like to do this with relationships. Think about him. Think about happy times. Imagine you guys laughing, or maybe, watching a movie and laughing, because love is the strongest emotion, and once I feel that, it's easier to get clarity instead of sorrow. Okay? Yep, I got it. All right, so give me just a second. Do you want to get back with him?
Ideally, yes, I would like to.
Okay. Because one of the things I see is, like, yes, if you wanted to get back with him, you could, but the question is, is that something that you truly want? Because it looks like you were doing all the work in the relationship. It looks like you were doing all the sacrificing, all of the work. And also take a look at, give me just a second. Something's coming in. Give me just a second.
Okay.
This is all about you finding your strength, your own words, and articulating it. Is he someone who tends to talk over you all the time, or did he not listen to you? What was the issue there?
No, he did not talk over me. It's actually the opposite. He was more willing to just shut down rather than talk about anything.
So are you could it be you? Could you be the one that was talking over him or, making everything patched up like everything's fine? So,
yeah, I mean, I feel like there's some kind of communication problem on his part, and so
and that wasn't a disrespect to you at all, what I said. I don't want you to get it that way. But the reason why I ask is it seems like there was one person doing all the work and the other one just nodding their head. And like, okay,
I feel like that. I feel like, he was like that. I feel like there's some serious, like almost an underlying communication problem on his behalf where he can't communicate emotions particularly.
In the middle of November, in the middle of the month, on November 11th to the 18th, I just see those numbers. It looks like you guys are going to be having an opportunity to talk, and it may not be exactly those dates, so don't quote me on that, but just in November, it looks like you guys are going to have the ability to talk. And at that moment, if you really want him back, if this is someone that you really, really want, tell him that, I would love to hear what you would like in your life, and just let him speak. And there's going to be moments of awkward silence that you can't say anything, but you can reach over and touch his knee. You can touch his shoulder. There is that, but there's some dealings that he's coming through, and I don't see the details of it. I just know that he's harboring a lot of emotion. And he's feeling pretty defeated. And it could, how did he fare with the storm? Did he suffer for any reason, or his family?
No, I think he fared okay.
Okay, good. Okay, I would give it until mid-November. You guys are going to be able to talk and just listen. But on the other side, though, Keisha, here's what I keep hearing from your guide. Are you sure? Are you sure you want this relationship? Because it seems like there is something else coming your way. And maybe it's the new relationship. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Maybe there's a new relationship. Maybe you two have a new thing. And by the way, hey, for local folks, I'm in Hendersonville tomorrow doing readings at Tribal Trends. So if you ever come down to Hendersonville, or if there's anybody listening that's close by and you want to do face-to-face, come see me in Hendersonville. All right, let me see what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like right now everything is pretty painful for him and for you. It looks like it's going to be done, but it does look like mid-November or early December that things are going to look a lot better for you. I keep on seeing that he's thinking it's done, though, that he doesn't want to talk about it. But on the same side, though, I see things for you blooming. So be open to other relationships. Definitely be open. But it looks like it's going to be about a month before that might present itself. Focus on you. Focus on what you want. Other than a person, focus on how you want things to come to you. Because you've got incredible energy, Keisha. You really do. And you're very compassionate. And I love that. I really love that energy about you. All right, so yeah, come see me in Tribal Trends. Claudia, who do we have left? I know there's a couple people. I would love to see if I can get them done before we end. And I appreciate everyone listening, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And if you're listening after the show and you're, listening in, thank you so much. Please check me out on my Facebook page, Ann Carter, Instagram, Ann Carter Medium. This picture of me, dark hair, long dark hair. You can't miss it. But let's be friends. Claudia, who's next?
Okay, so now we are going with Dion in North Carolina.
Oh, hi. Another North Carolinian. Awesome. Hi.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. I'm in West Asheville.
Okay.
We just got our water back. Really, yesterday was more like the day. But today we can start taking showers. So grateful, so very grateful.
I know. I know. Yeah, I walk to the church down the road to take my showers, so I'm very grateful. So what can I help you with?
I was going to the why. Okay, so my question is that I wrote 2 documentaries on Erin Carter, which you share the last name. So I'm like, I have to call her.
Oh, wow.
And I wanted to find out if you see when that's going to, like, break open for him.
Is this the singer?
Yes.
Okay, February. I just got 2.
Okay.
Yep. I see February, but I also see 26. So it might start it might be next February, or it might be a whole year. But it's gonna looks like 226. Which I don't know if that's too far, but that's when the public's able to see it. That's when the critical mass will be able to see it. So putting it in production might be this February, but by the time we can see it, it might be next February. But don't stop, because it looks like it's going to happen.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Much. Absolutely going to happen. I love it. All right. So Claudia, who's next?
Okay, so we have, let me see, we have Amy from Pennsylvania. Let's bring her in.
All right. Hi, Amy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So what's your question?
My question is, I put in for a job, and it's a promotion for me, but with a different agency.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see me getting that position?
Okay. When is the time frame? Do they have? Is there like a date, or when the decision's going to be made, or is it possibly already made?
No, I didn't. I didn't have the interview yet.
Okay.
I bidded on the position. It closed last Wednesday, and then I got back that I qualified for the job.
Okay. So you got to get it, yes or no? Okay, so yes, it looks like it could be yours. You're going to have to wait until after it looks like you're going to have to wait before it's announced. But you have to continue to work towards it. One of the things that you need to show is the work that you've done. A lot of times what you do is that you do things for others and other people, and you tend to let other people take credit for what you do. Get your documents in order, because what they see they need to see what you've accomplished. And you have a hard time promoting yourself. You have a hard time bragging about yourself, but you do need to do that. But it looks like if you want it, it is yours. I do see 4s around you, which means foundation, but it also means just to wait for a little bit. Is this something that's going to be decided by the end of the year? Or is it going to be something that you can decide in the next 2 weeks?
I wouldn't think it would be 2 weeks.
Okay.
It could be closer to the end of the year.
Because it does look like there are two. You're one of the 3 candidates. It looks like. But when it comes down to when it's time to make a decision, make sure that everything that you have done and is talked about. And I know you don't like to brag about yourself, and I get that. But you do need to make sure that you have all your notes ready, because there's a lot of things that go unnoticed around you that you did it. You did it. So make sure they notice you. But yeah, it looks like you can have it if you wanted it. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I love all these readings. I love it that there's so, you guys call in. But anytime that you guys want more, I do offer. This is what I do for a living, and I love it. So find me on AnnCarterMedium.com. Claudia, is there anybody else? I know we've got 2 minutes left.
Yes, we have Valerie from California.
Okay. Hi, Valerie. Thank you for waiting. Thank you so much for waiting.
Oh, you're welcome. I wanted to see if there's going to be any issues with my house during the winter.
Okay. Any issues with your house? Are you in your house right now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Give me just a second. Are you trying to sell it or something? Because you don't want to move away?
Oh, well, I was just wondering if the roof's going to hold up, if I'm going to have any challenges in the winter months.
It does. Give me a second here. Everything is kind of upside down right now. Yes, you do. You're going to have some issues. So I would take it. I would look at it now. and get people to look at it now, because it does look like if you don't, it's going to cost you more money, and you, because I also got the piece of your own intuition telling you, I told you, I told you. So trust yourself. Yes, there is going to be an issue. It does seem like, is there water damage?
No, not now.
Okay, good, not now. But there does seem to be something, because I do see stop, check things out, and it could be a little overwhelming if you let it, but get ahead of it before it gets worse.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank everyone for being here. I know, Claudia, we're going to be together again next month.
Yes, we are in November. I think it's the 18th. Oh, no, 18 is today. But it's the Friday before Thanksgiving, and she's coming back. And do you have time for one more?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have Nuri from Mexico.
Hi, Mexico. Hello.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
It was my birthday in the 11th of October, and I have been feeling a lot of emotional storm. So I'm changing my way of feeling and my way of living. But I want clarity in my professional space. So I'm open to hear whatever message you have for me.
Okay. So with the professional, some of the things that you're learning or some of the things that you're doing might be overwhelming because it's different for you. Be the student. Be open to learn different ways, different processes. And right now, I mean, there's a sense of feeling like you're overwhelmed and you're done. Like maybe you're tired of the way things are happening at the work. But if you wanted to do something different, it does look like there is going to be a shift and change in what you're currently doing, and how you're doing it. When it comes to like what is it that you have to do? Be open, be the student, have clarity, and be okay if you want to move on and do something else. Don't feel stuck in what you're doing because there's other options. Okay? So it does look like there's some changes. You are correct. There are changes happening. There is some shift. You do feel it. But that's your spirit warning you, saying, hey, pay attention. It might be time to have a change. Yep, there's a time for a change. I do see that. Okay? So it's a good thing. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it.
Okay, and that change is change of place to live, is change of what?
It looks like change of work. It doesn't look like change of where you live. I don't see that move necessarily, or if it is, it's not that important. But it looks like the people around you, or actually no, it's not the people.
There's some reception issues.
Say it again.
Yeah, we can hear you. There's a lot of. I'm going to mute you now a little bit, so you can. It's just the reception with you got really bad right now, so I'm going to unmute you in a second and see if we can hear you. Hold on.
Can you hear me better?
No, it's really, really bad. Yeah, it's really, really bad right now. So, okay, so everybody, I'm going to have to finish with today's transmission. Remember that Anne is in the mountains and they are having some issues with the internet, but the internet was really good today. So, Nuri, I'm sorry that some of that message was a little cracky. But the thing is that we are at the end of the show, so we're going to welcome everybody to call back for next month and follow Anne on Facebook. Go to her website, AnneCarterMedium.com, Twitter, Instagram. She's everywhere. And also remember that we are making donations to Anne and directly to her Venmo account, so it is Tracy Ann Carter, or look at private message me if you need the link. I can send it to you, or contact me any way that you want, and I will direct the link for Ann. And thank you everybody for being here. And I'm sorry, but it was very, very cracky just for the last couple of reads. So, again, thank you and have a wonderful weekend.